This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And that one will bounce out of the back. Back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. Do I run for the safe? Boy, till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bread until we all up in buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. At the 16-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
13-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shot.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Carry for Baltimore.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trey. Problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Ravens nothing.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 45-yard line.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Griffin on the tackle.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
There on the tackle.
They'll run, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside.
Trying to get points late in half, I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run forward with Petty, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and...
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Carson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Steps away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Score Seahawks 23, Ravens nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half score to get. And now here is another interception. Good position. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that one will bounce out of the back. In the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The 28-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 40 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
As that ball got away, him recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, it's Carson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
12-yard line.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
About a half yard from the end zone. Third and goal. From the shotgun. Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
The Bills' first down.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. That's caught by his tight end Dawson Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw out to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
And incomplete.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll buy some time right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Rolling to his right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The quarterback forced out of bounds.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. We'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens, because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situation that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career.
61-yard attempt.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
To kick off for Seattle.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That one is going to stay. Turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.